Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So now basically today with the help of the Matplotlib library, we are going to see actually that how we can make the pie charts, right? We all know about the pie charts, right? That it is of round shape and according to the whatever the percent you actually give there, according to that we get different pies in that, right? This is actually what we are going to make today, the pie chart with the help of the Matplotlib library which we have in the Python programming, right? Okay, so very first thing that I'll be just doing here is that I'll be writing here text and I'll be defining the name for my plot that I am gonna make today, right? So here my plot name is actually pie chart. Pie chart, right? This is the plot which we are going to make, and let me remove it like this. Right, let me zoom in as well so that it is absolutely clear to you that what I am writing here. So let me just one time zoom out. Fine here. Okay, so now we are going to see that how we can make the pie chart. So I'll be letting you know the whole procedure that how to make the pie charts. I'm making a small data on my own and I'll be letting you know the procedure, and then you can just try this on any particular data set, whatever you just wish to do, right? Okay, so we are starting up with the Matplotlib libraries, right? This pie chart which I'm going to make it with the help of the Matplotlib library. So my very first thing that I need to do here is that I need to import this particular library with the help of which I am going to make my pie chart, right? So I'll be writing here import matplotlib, and I'll just import the .pyplot here. Okay, not only matplotlib, with the help of matplotlib.pyplot as, and it goes here plt, right? This is actually how I'll be importing out my matplotlib.pyplot library and giving it a short form as plt, right? Okay, now we're making the pie charts where the slices will be ordered and basically we'll be plotting the counter as the clockwise. Okay, we'll be doing the things like this right here. So let's say I want to plot a pie chart in which I had, let's say, I want to show that how many percent of student. Let's say I just done a survey on a school, and according to that survey only, I just want to plot a pie chart and want to show that how many percent of students eat which fruits. Let's say 30% eats banana. Let's say 20% eats oranges. So that I have just done a survey, let's say on a school, and now I just want to show that pictorially with the help of the pie chart, right? So it is a pictorial representation, right? With the pie chart, we just get out the circle and inside that we just get the percent of things, whatever we are just getting with the particular names. This is what is a pictorial representation, right? So we are just gonna make the same today. So I'd be writing here, first of all, I'd be giving the name for the fruits. Fruits, okay? Right, let's say I would be taking here 4 fruits. Okay, so let's say first one is the apple, and second here I have, let's say second I have here grapes, yeah, let's say third I have here as orange, and let's say fourth I have strawberry. Let's say strawberry. Right, let's say these are the 4 fruits on which I have done out a survey on a particular school, and according to that, I would be writing out that what are the number of things, what are the number of like percent of students, all those things I'll be writing out here. Right, so this is my one of the variables that is fruits, and onto this I am storing these 4 types of fruits. Right, now basically I'll be making some another variable, and onto that I'll be storing the percentage. Okay, on that I'll be storing the percentage. Fine. So let's say I'll be writing here size. Okay, let's say size is the variable which I am actually using. So for putting out the percentage, as that only contains the numbers, so I'm just declaring a list, right? So let's say I just found that 25 students eat apple. Let's say 10 of them eat basically 10% prefer the grapes. Then let's say basically after that 30% of the students prefer the orange, and let's say 35% of the students prefer the strawberries, right? Let's say this is the whole idea. Fine. So size for that I have just put out the size as a 25%, 10%, 30% and 35%. Now make sure that whatever the size you are putting here, that is basically you are putting 4, 5, 6 and whatever you're just putting, the sum of all of them, the numbers which you're putting here, that should be 100 only. It should not exceed 100 and it should not decrease 100. it should only and only be 100. So you can just have a look here that what are numbers I have taken here, what are percentages I have taken. If it is sum all of them, so it will actually become 100, right? So 30 plus 1 is 40, and then we have here 50, 60, 70, 75, and 75 plus 25 is 100, right? So that I have done here. Make sure to follow this thing. Do not like basically do not make the error here. Otherwise, your pie chart will not be plotted correctly. Right? This is done. Now we have one feature here in the pie chart that let's say you have seen many a times that the pie chart appears, right? Now into from that pie chart, a small slice of the pie is coming outside, like that basically comes a little bit outside, that we are able to see in a little bit differentiated way, little bit outside from the normal circle that is actually appearing in the pie chart, right? We had normally seen that thing many a times. So in that case, how to do that particular thing, how to place a slice of that pie outside the pie chart, outside, not totally outside, but a little bit of outside that. Right now we are just going to use. So I'm just taking a variable that is explode here, and inside that I'll be writing that I do not want to explode the 25%. I do not want to explode the 10%. Let's say I want this 30%, that is my orange, to come a little bit outside, right? So in that case, I'd be writing the percent that how much I just want. I want just only 0.1 of this to come outside, right? That I have written. And I would put up 0 here again. So what it will do, it will form my 25%, my 10%, my 35% in one proper pie and one proper circle, and the 30% which we have written, that will be coming a little bit outside the circle. Right? This is the whole idea which is gonna appear. Now, after that, basically, what I would just do is that I'll be defining the figure and the x's. So I will just define here fig1, comma, ax1. Okay, and I would be just ax1, where is that, right here, and here I'd be dividing the plt dot subplot, so plt dot subplots, right, and here goes the bracket, right? This is actually done. Now what I would just do here is that I'll be plotting out my pie chart. So in that case, I'll be writing here ax1 dot pi. This pi means that I want to plot out my pie chart here. Right, put out the brackets here, put out the bracket. Now, what is the variable in which I have stored the size? Right, so the same one is here size we have taken, right, in which I have stored the percentage for the fruit. Right, so that is basically my size. I wrote that. After that, we have a parameter that is explode. Right, I mentioned that thing. So for the explode means that do you want any part of that to come outside? So for that we had actually stored that in the same variable which is explode. So here explode is equal to explode. Now do not worry that this is one of my parameter which I am having, and this is the another variable which I am passing on to this parameter. Make sure to remember this thing. I am again repeating, this is the parameter and this is the variable in which I have stored the value for this parameter. Okay, these both are not actually same. Right, I put out a comma here. And what about my labels? So my labels, now I have stored my labels into the variable that is fruit. So here goes the fruits. So labels is equal to fruits. Right, I would put out a comma again. Let me come down. Right, now to put out a comma here. Fine. Now we'll have another parameter that is auto PCT. That is basically help us to write the percentage of the things inside the pie. Okay, inside the pie chart. So auto PCT, I will put out a this inverted comma here. Put out a percent sign, percent 1.1, and here goes the F, and again I'll be putting out a 1% here, not 1%, I'll be putting out double percent signs. This is how actually we just write. Okay, make sure to remember this thing, do not forget that out. Right, I would again put out a comma here. Now do I want the shadow, shadow? Now shadow will basically come onto that pie which is coming out of the pie chart a little bit, right? The shadow will come at that place. Yes, I want the shadow to come. So in that case, I'll be writing here as true, right? And what should be my starting angle? So start angle, okay, start angle. So that I want here as to be 90 degree, right? This is all which I have written. Now basically what I would just do here, I'd be writing ax1 dot axis. Now what is this ax1 dot axis? Inside this I'd be writing equal, equal. Now, what this is actually this will do, so equal is basically it is actually a aspect ratio that that pi is drawn as a circle only. It will basically ensure this is equal is an aspect ratio that will ensure that the pi actually which you are drawing, that is drawn as a circle only, right? So in that case, I just put out this equal here, and at last I'll be simply writing here PLT dot show, and I would just put out the bracket like this, right? Now, okay, now basically I will just run it out here. Now I will just run it on pie chart here, right? So here we got the answer, right? Now the graph. Now just have a look. See, I'm getting here as, okay, we started with the apple. On apple I'm getting 25%, then I'm getting the grape here as 10%, my orange is 30%, and my strawberry is 35%. That is all which we have given, right? Now, other than that, what I had given explode is equal to 30. I have given the orange, for that orange one I have given, right? So in that case, this orange one, orange pie which I am having here, it is coming a little bit outside of my pie chart, right? Now, okay, I am just zooming this thing as well. Fine. Now, other than that, basically, you are able to see the shadow as well, right? You are able to see the shadow. This gray line which you are able to see, that is the shadow. So, yeah, I have written shadow is equal to true. So, in that case, basically, it is coming. Now, let me do one thing. I should remove this 0.1 from here. Okay, if I just remove that, and now if I just run it, now just see, have a look that this orange is again gone back into my whole pie chart which was appearing, and here basically now none of the like pies are coming outside, right? Let's say I want to make that pie that is 10 outside, so I would just 10 I have declared at the second position, right? So here in the explode at the second position I would write 0.1, and now I would just run it. So this particular, this grapes part, that is my 10 one, this is my 10%, that will actually come outside my pie. Okay, here the names are actually written, and inside this whatever the percentages this particular pie is occupying, that particular percentage is written here, right? So this is actually how we just make a pie chart in the matplotlib library. So here I had taken out a variable that was fruits, and into that I had stored the fruits that I wanted to wanted the names to come here, right? After that I have taken the size and basically declared the size for that all of the things, right? After that I have just written that at what place do I want the explode, then I have declared the figure 1 and the x is 1, and I declared plt dot subplots here. Fine. And then I just made out my pie chart. In the pie chart I just wrote size, explode is equal to explode, label is equal to fruits, and basically auto pct is equal to, I just wrote this thing so that my names should come here, right? Okay. And after that I simply wrote shadow is equal to true. If I just make the shadow as false, then the shadow which you are able to see, that will not at all come, right? And my x is all equal, and at last I just wrote the plt dot show. So this is how my pie chart is actually looking, right? So I hope I just made this thing very clear to you, that how we make a pie chart with the help of the matplotlib library, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.